Hi, and welcome to the BDM Perspective. My name is Brian, and thanks for tuning in. If you're new to this channel is meant to inspire and motivate myself and others to try new things and to look at things from a different perspective. If you like what you see, please think about liking this video and subscribing to the channel. And without further ado, let's get right into it. Alright, so for this video, I wanted to talk about the movie Limitless. There's a lot of YouTube videos out there and people talking about this movie. It's been out for a while now, and it's a really good movie, by the way, so I definitely recommend to check it out. And really what the movie is about this guy named Eddie Morra, who he's an author and he's working on this book, and he takes this nootropic pill that brings his brain to max capacity. So he's able to focus for longer hours and really gain knowledge a lot quicker, learn things at hyperspeed, and basically becomes a superhuman.
Hey, Mora.
Hey.
Tell me about this book. Well, how much have you written of it?
Not one word.
Well, I suppose I can help you with that. You know how they say that we can only access 20% of our brain? This lets you access all of it. They've had clinical trials and it's FDA approved.
All right, just out of curiosity, and that's all. I was blind, but now I see. A tablet a day, and I was limitless. I now had cultural appetites.
Since when do you speak Italian?
I finished my book in 4 days.
I'd like to renegotiate my advance.
Math became useful.
From 12,000 to 2.3 million in 10 days.
I'm baffled by this guy. So, Eddie Morra, you do know you're a freak. What's your secret?
Medication.
And with this pill, in a matter of seconds, Eddie's life is changed forever. He has this photographic memory also. He has basically all these superhuman abilities to be able to accomplish many of his goals, write his book, and do everything that he needed to do. The idea behind this movie is very enticing, and for many of us, we wouldn't even hesitate to take a pill or anything like this to get to this next level in an instant. We would feel on top of the world if we gained these skills. But what if it's not what we think it is? What if these skills and talents that we gain so quickly die in the satisfaction just as quick? With that last question, what if the satisfaction dies quicker than the ability gained? That's a question that I think we should think about quite a bit. Because I know nowadays, a lot of us want things in an instant. We want instant gratification. We want to instantly to be better at things. And there's tips and tricks, being able to read quicker, being able to learn at a faster rate. But a lot of us resort to these drugs or, these schemes that just don't lay out an actual plan. So many of us would think, why wouldn't I want these abilities? Why wouldn't I want to be an instant, amazing, world-renowned author or talented musician or whatever it may be that we've wanted to do for so long? And that's a really good question. But I've noticed as time goes on, especially with our type of thinking, especially, me as well, we're really wanting things in an instant. We want this instant gratification. And that's where a lot of this social media and a lot of these things, even video games, a lot of things are tied into this way of thinking. We get instant satisfaction from these things. And we want this in other things as well. But with that question that I asked earlier, what if the satisfaction dies quicker than the ability that we gained? I think that needs to be gone into a little bit deeper in why that happens. We all soon notice that these instances where we have this limitless sense where something comes to an instant for, instant gratification, that the satisfaction that comes with those things dies quicker than it actually came. So why does this happen? Why does the satisfaction die so quick from these things that give us instant gratification? Well, Because you'll notice in a lot of these things, and a lot of the things that you do in life, it's the journey that you take in order to get better at that ability, better at that skill, than the actual end result. Of course, we need the end result. We need to show some sort of production, but there's instances throughout that journey where we'll see, a little bit of satisfaction. We'll see a little bit of improvement. And that is one of the most important things about this whole part of life, really, is just that journey in between. And that journey never really ends, is the key point with it too. Going back to Limitless now in the movie, taking a pill to get these abilities and the skills, having that end result of having that skill is nice. I mean, we like that, but it's not the same. We didn't truly achieve that. We didn't truly deserve that. It just came to us. We didn't put the sweat, we didn't put the work, we didn't put the effort to gain these things. And so we don't feel the same amount of satisfaction as we would if we actually did those things. The struggle, the failure, the learning, the hustle, the grueling hours, the sacrifice, ups and downs, that's what makes the end result truly satisfying. Knowing that you put in the work, the time, the sweat to create something and to gain that skill and improve yourself, that's where the true satisfaction comes from. And this, I think, happens with everyone in life. It's an important journey throughout our lives. Think about the things that you're most proud of that you've accomplished, no matter what they were. A lot of them took a lot of time. Relationships, if you're truly proud of relationships that you have in your life, those took time. If you're truly proud of an instrument you got good at, or a sport that you got really good at, or anything that you improved, it took time, it took effort. It wasn't easy, but you gained a lot more satisfaction out of those things because of that time, because of that effort that you put into these things, not because it was instantly given to you. So why are movies such as The Karate Kid, Lord of the Rings, Star Wars, Rudy, these sports movies, why are they so popular? It's because they show these characters on their journey, their struggle, their failures. We saw them at their lows, and then we saw them at their highs. We saw their losses, and we saw their wins. And that's what we all need in our lives. We can't just watch it on the screen. We can't just read it in the books. Both of those things are good and completely healthy, but we also need to do it in our own lives. And that's why I think it's so important to understand why the journey, the bigger picture, is more important than the end result, and not get stuck on these instant gratification things such as a miracle pill or drug that's going to give us this ability. I truly believe this is a part of every one of us. Every human on this planet has this inside of them, this journey that they're all on, but they need to truly understand that we enjoy seeing the process play out, and we enjoy reaping the rewards when the process is truly and rightfully earned. The big thing with all of this is that we truly enjoy seeing the process of life and the journey play out. Even though in the moment, we don't like to see those lows, the lows make the highs even higher. When you truly understand the work and effort and the sacrifice that went into that instant in time, we will appreciate those rewards so much more. When you don't have those lows, you don't appreciate the highs. So with all this being said, what I really want to say is just earn your skill, earn your reward. Know that even though in this instant you may have failed, that's just part of it. And then you just have to continue on. And I know I've talked about this in other videos, fail and continue on. But I think this just adds to it in a little bit of a different way, knowing that you are on the right path, knowing that you don't need those special pills or anything like that to really get you to another level. Don't wait for something to truly help you out. You can make it happen. And I know these things can be tough, and I can attest to that. none of this is easy, and pretty much all of it is very difficult. I myself struggle with all of these things. I mean, we want to take the easy way out. I mean, why not? It's the easy way. Why wouldn't I want to get those things? But just like I was saying, all of us have done things that we're proud of, and those took time. They didn't come to us in an instant, but we're very proud of them because of the failures and the time it took, the hard work that we put in to get these skills or abilities or whatever we try to achieve. And that's the same thing that happened to me in my life. I'm most proud of, the relationships that took time to get, that were difficult. My degrees that took time to get, that were difficult as well. Being able to get better at guitar and really push myself that way. Hitting the gym more, being able to work through that pain, go to the gym when I didn't feel like going to the gym. Eating stuff that I really didn't like, but I knew it was healthy for me. And then going and getting into sales, even when it was extremely uncomfortable, even when I was getting so much rejection. But I got better at all these things, and they took time, and I'm very proud of those things. I'm sure you guys are very proud of the things that you've accomplished. So what I'm trying to say with this whole video is to know that it's good that you're doing these things, and it's good that you're doing these things in a way that takes time, and that even though you're not seeing all the fruits of your labor and hard work at this instant, you will see it in a gradual process, and you will see the end result. It won't be immediate, but you will see fruits to your labor. And that feeling that you get when you've accomplished these little goals to get closer to this big goal, and actually seeing these improvements along the way, is a great feeling. There's really nothing else like it. And when you learn these things, you keep them with you for the rest of your life. And then you can teach others. And then you can teach your family. You can teach your kids, just anyone, because you gain these skills. And that's just really nice in general as well. And you can also, start a blog, teach others through your blog or videos or anything like that. And I think that is one of the key things as well, is when you gain these things, is to give back and teach others and let them know what you've learned. All right, so I hope that gave you a different perspective on earning your skill and why that's so important, and that it's an invaluable thing to remember throughout your journey in life, because you're going to get so much more satisfaction out of it instead of taking a pill and getting instant gratification from it. And just remember, the journey is the reward, and everything that you're doing right now is to get you towards that reward. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like this video down below and subscribe to the channel. And if you have any comments, please leave them down below as well. All right, well, I'll talk to you guys next time. Peace.